Yeah, what do you think about speed work and like chains and stuff like that, bands for?
If you got somebody you're directing this at, let us know.
I'm going to take this question.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think dynamic work is very important. I do dynamic work with anyone that I talk to. Jumps and jumps and jumps and throws. With med balls, box jumps, bounding. I think it's irreplaceable. We do it between our sets of squat warm-up. We do it between our bench stuff if you're only benching that day. Because you can't really isolate your central nervous system, right? I use chains and bands for a lot of years. And I'm a pretty explosive lifter, okay? But guess what I was before I used chains and bands? Pretty explosive lifter.
Right.
So what ends up happening is a lot of people who are using that stuff are already pretty damn explosive. And my take is dynamic work, as I see it, is very valuable. I don't think it's terribly valuable for most people, especially for
novices. If you're already strong,
Yeah.
it's an extremely useful way to train, but
I don't think so. But whatever.
you don't. I think it's useful for advanced lifters if they want to do it. But a novice has no business doing. A novice needs to get his squat up to 405. And until he's squatting 405, absolutely nothing else makes any difference.
But I don't care what Mark says. I have my 9-year-old son doing jumps.
Well,
If you can jump,
was it important or not? Because you just said both things.
no, jumping is.
Jumping. Oh, okay. Change the band.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Jump. Yeah.
So, but that's how much I believe in it. I mean, I think it's invaluable.
That's
That's what I
exactly the way we use it at Strong. We use it as a CNS warm-up to warm up the central nervous system so you feel more explosive when you actually lift the weight. So, and anybody can do that. Again, I don't use it with my novices, but like any level outside of novice, our intermediate people, our advanced people do it. Same thing with the med ball throws. When on an upper body day, it works really well. And then we're kind of like Jim. Like I used to use bands and chains all the time. I think it's got its place for intermediate and kind of advanced lifters to increase rate of force development or whatever. But
Here's the other thing is I'm sorry.
no, you're fine.
Is when I used the bands and chains, I needed something different to do. I've been squatting with a straight bar for about 900, workouts in a row. It was boring, and so it was something fun to do. It's not going to really fuck up your training at all if you know how to kind of program it a little bit, or if you have your own unique way of doing it. So it's kind of like, adding a little different spice to your Bloody Mary. It's still a Bloody Mary, but you're doing something different. And some of us need that kind of change, but I don't know if doing the speed work as per se is terribly valuable for a lot of people. So.
Well, I train a different population, so I'm interested in training older people, and if I can just get them to squat, deadlift, press, bench, and push a prowler, I push that person into the 95th percentile.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so I've already got that. So, to me, my philosophy is aging is an extreme sport. And at that level, if you can get somebody, in that age group to just do those 5 things, right? And the power cleaning is totally optional. I have seen older people power clean, what it does is it doesn't do anything for their lifting, and it probably doesn't even really do anything for their power. Again, I think like Reed's paper this morning, the dynamic effort sets are going to do more for their ability to actually express power. But what it does do is like when you get a little old lady who can power clean, the squat, and it doesn't make any sense, but the squat and the deadlift don't seem so scary because she can power clean. What it does for them is psychological and neurobiological. But basically, if you can get people in the age range that I'm interested in training, squat, deadlift, press, bench press, and push a prowler, they're elite for their demographic. I don't know anything about chains. I don't know anything about bands. I'm kind of not interested in that. I don't see applying that to my clientele.
Yep.